Hello, welcome to our Saturday morning stream. This is really odd. There, Jamie has arrived. Awesome. There was a moment where, although I had clicked the button to make Jamie appear on the stream, it was just a blank space. And I was like, okay.
I mean, I came in right away, but you were on a massive delay.
Oh, how bizarre.
Well, so it's fixed itself now that I've called it out.
Brilliant. Okay, starting over. Hello, welcome to our Saturday. You can hear that, right?
Yeah.
That is the dog with a toy that I've made him. That he was playing happy outside. It was beautifully silent in here until we start talking. And he's like, okay, we're being noisy now. Let me join
Right,
in.
time to be noisy.
Yes. I will get my intro over with and then I will mute myself as much as I can. I am Gillian St. Kevin, author of Empowering Queer Fantasy. With me is my amazing co-host, Jamie Sands. Hi, Jamie.
Hello, I'm Jamie. I write, what do I write? Optimistic urban fantasy and queer romance. I also dabble in high fantasy and horror and whatever else I feel like. I'm quite dopey this morning.
Okay. So, so we usually start out the stream by sharing what we've accomplished in the past week and also talking about what we're going to work on today. Since Xenia Kingdom has already asked us what we're working on, I am working on Cheers Wares, which is alternatively known as Queer Eye for the Supernatural Guy. It is a really stupid urban fantasy book set in Christchurch.
Not stupid. Stupid's the wrong word. Fun and ridiculous, maybe, but not stupid.
I don't know. But yeah, in the comments, please tell us what you're working on while I ask Jamie the same question. What are you working on today?
I'm going to work on my Christmas story because I've finished the edits through what I had already written, and I've rewritten a bit and added about 1,000 words. So now I've got extra chapters to add on the end to make it a more complete story, because the one that I shoved out at in a panic on Christmas Eve was not very complete. So
yeah,
yay, new writing.
Yay. So we have Heather. We have Xenia, who is working on backstory notes about a family-focused fantasy story, which just sounds brilliant. I love I love it when you've got a fantasy series, but the focus is on the familiar world. My Deep Magic series is very much revolves around my dysfunctional family of Welsh water spirits. They are a mess, and I love them so much. And Rosalind is going to be reading since she has 4 books to make progress on. 3 are commissions and 1 is an ARC read. So that's very exciting. Yay. And Jet, my current house sit dog, is working on getting dog biscuits out of a 1.5 litre plastic bottle, which is a big challenge for him.
Oh, amazing. Achievements for the week?
Yes. I have really been struggling to work on Cheers Wares. I think it's because when I had the initial excitement for this book last year, but because I had to wait and to start work on it so that it could be my diploma project, I lost a lot of the excitement for it. And then I did a lot of planning up front, and something was off. Like, I've started the story 2 times already. This week I was like, okay, no, we're throwing out all of the plans. I've started it
Okay.
for the third time. And I'm just going to see what happens today. I am trying to force myself to write and just see what happens once I get back into it. And yes, and Heather heard Welsh Water Spirit. This is the Deep Magic series. They are Morganau. And the first book is available for free on Amazon, so you can check it out and see whether I do the British folklore justice. So yeah, but I love those idiots so much. What about you, Jamie? What are your achievements for the week? And chat, please share your achievements too.
Yes, absolutely. What are my achievements? So I had an interesting Wednesday. I went to the doctor to talk about long COVID a bit and checking on some scans and tests I got last year, and all of those came back completely fine. Like my cholesterol's back down, like everything's fine. And so she just kind of looked at me, and I kind of looked at her, and I said, "Well, so is it? I've got a lot of congestion." I was like, "Is it just hay fever?" And she's like, "It's probably just hay fever." So not the long COVID stuff. It's separate again. So she gave me new meds, and then she was like, "You know what? Because she's such a lovely GP, you could really see she wanted to help more with long COVID stuff, and she just kind of can't because there's no clinics to refer me to or anything." And she said, "You know what? We've got this free service, which is like a holistic life and well-being coach kind of thing. And if you want, I can see if she's free." And I'm like, "Sure." So I had a session with her, and we did a whole long list of all the things that I've been doing. And she said, "Look, I don't know that there's much I can recommend to you because you're doing everything right." And I'm like, "Well, actually, it's really just good to hear that." And so she taught me about how I should be practicing more self-compassion and acceptance. So what I've done, so what I did was I was like, cool, Wednesday afternoon, I'm just going to rest and I'm going to watch TV and I'm going to read. And then a whole new book idea, and in fact, not just a book idea, a book series idea came to me, fully fleshed out with characters, with storylines, and with interesting conflicts. And I was like, come on, I'm meant to be resting. So those two things.
Yeah.
Better headspace and new idea, which I'm not allowed to work on until I finish my other things. But I've got a Word document with all of the things in it that I've thought of so far, and we'll see how we go.
I am very excited for the new idea, but also as part of trying to get myself excited again for Cheers Wears, I have been trying to fill my brain with all sorts of fun stuff. And as part of the sort of learning about my strengths and how to best apply them, I've realized that my brain, well, it's kind of like you can't just expect stories to come out of your brain if you're not feeding your brain with ideas, basically.
100%. Yeah.
So I think I have been like waiting for stuff to come out of my brain for too long and not filling it.
Yeah.
So I've basically been watching Queer Eye episodes back to back.
Yeah.
It's been really good.
That's so lovely.
Well, it's like Queer Eye and true crime, and that's
Oh.
But this morning I was like, what if? Well, an entirely new scene that I had never imagined happening has popped into my head, and I'm going to write it, and I'm really excited. And I don't know if this scene would have come along without the putting stuff into my brain.
Yeah.
The other thing is that I am trying to let myself get bored. So when I am not writing, and sometimes when I am writing and nothing's happening, like I am sitting at the pool with my niece and she is taking forever to get dressed. I open my phone and I'm like, what's happening on Reddit? And but when she's in the pool and I cannot look at my phone because I have to be looking at her, no shade to my niece, but watching her like spin around for like the 100th time is not very mind
not
blowing.
stimulating.
Like, oh wow, yeah, that's a great spin.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm thinking about my mind goes some really weird places, and I'm like, oh, I need to be bored more. I need not to reach for my phone every single time I am not entertained. I need more boredom in my life. I need
it's such a thing is I'm very, very creative in liminal spaces, like waiting for a plane or being on a train where there's just nothing you can really do, because it's that boredom.
This might be why I love airports so much. I actually, if I'm flying anywhere, I try to arrive at the airport like hours early, so I've got nothing to do.
Because it's really stimulating. Maybe you should just start doing write-ins at the airport just once a week.
Gosh, yes.
You don't have to be going anywhere.
What I did was I've taken my niece swimming like 3 times this week. Okay, what were we doing? We're doing a writing. Oh,
we need to do a warm-up.
Yes, warm-up. Okay. I am ditching you guys because tomorrow I'm going to a brunch with a bunch of hopefully cool writers. I know 2 of them, so actually 3 of them, and they're cool. So hopefully
is AJ involved?
I am not sure. Hopefully, but I have a friend whose name is Jill, but she has mixed up the starting initials of her name for her Facebook name. So on Facebook, she is Will Ginfield, which I love. But and I think she is heavily involved in organizing it. Oh, actually no, and it's Zoe Meager who is does a lot of like literary important stuff that gets recognition. So it's kind of like a big name in Christchurch writing circles. But I know Zoe through being on the Tākehi magazine with her, and I was the worst data administrator they ever had. It's not a role that worked well for me, so it's kind of, I think, yeah, I'm a wee bit nervous. Zoe was very kind to me, but now that they have a decent data administrator, she may be like,
yeah.
I am excited for brunch.
Yes. So, have you got your cards?
I have got my cards. So, we're doing a warm-up here, and this is basically I'm going to draw a card, and then we're going to take 5 minutes to kind of journal about any thoughts or feelings or inspirational ideas that the card brings to mind. Alternatively, we're just going to ignore the card and just write on our work in progress. And the idea here is just to get our creative muscles warmed up and get us out of our kind of everyday mode and into creative writing mode. Another helpful thing to do is if you usually type, grab a pen and paper and use that. It's all about cute. That is adorable. Getting out of your comfort zone and just putting yourself out there a bit. Okay. We have judgment, or as I've taken to calling it, accountability. So the judgment card features a white dove sort of descending from the top of the card with white light radiating from her wings. And Jamie, Rosalind loves your pen. And at the bottom of the card is a huge mass of darkness, which, as the rays of the white light hit it, sort of break apart into bats. So the judgment card is one of forgiveness and but it's also one of looking at what's going on with complete honesty, which is where the accountability comes in. This card says, hey, no more excuses, no more blaming others or circumstances. Oh, that one's cute too.
Sorry, it's a set. I'm just gonna.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I find it like rising from the, because you said descending. I like to think of it as like rising up from the ashes.
Yeah.
Rebirth.
Yeah. So whether this card is telling you stop making excuses and do your work, or look at what's going on in your life, or what your characters need to forgive themselves for or atone for. Yeah, use this as inspiration for 5 minutes. Do you want to set the alarm?
Yep, I can do it.
Fantastic.
5 minutes. Everyone ready? Let's go. 5 minutes starting now.
Awesome.
And then a whole page.
Awesome. I got interrupted, but that is okay. I have a phone call to make in our first sprint, which I shouldn't do now, but I know that if I don't, it will nag at me, and I like to
Mhm.
get it off my plate so that I can concentrate on the rest of the
Yeah.
on actually writing. So yeah, I
That sounds
will
good.
do that, then dive into our first sprint. How are you feeling about today's work?
Yeah, feeling good. I'm aware that I'm a little bit sleepy and dopey, but
Oh, it took
we'll see
me
how we go.
it took me so long this morning to get the stream shared. Like, I think my brain is still very much in Christmas mode. Because I shared the stream on Facebook an hour before we went live, but I'd started the process of doing that at 7 a.m.
Yeah. January is just like that. It's just like that.
Okay.
So 20 minutes.
Yes, please.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm starting it now. Starting now. First sprint done. How'd everyone go?
Okay, I got my phone call made and got a good result. So happy with that. And I have sort of been organizing myself to write. I do not want to go and edit the chapters I've already written. So even though they no longer fit what I'm doing now, instead, so as part of my get myself enthusiastic about the story, I bought a new notebook.
Good.
Yeah. So I've been copying over some of my notes from the previous notebook, but I've just set up, okay, this is chapter 1, this is what happens in chapter 1 in a 1-sentence summary, and then these are the things that I will need to change when I'm editing. And then I'm doing the Rachel Heron trick of telling myself, okay, it's already done. Going forwards, these things are now true.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've just got to figure out what happens in chapter 3 so that I can write chapter 4. So, yeah, that's where I'm at now. And the DOG is lying quietly next to me, so that's nice.
Good. I got, what did I get? 264 words.
Fantastic.
Plus a very vague, bare bones draft of a writer resume because I saw an exciting looking job, freelance job to apply for, but they need a writer's resume, which I've never done before.
Oh, that is exciting.
That's what I'm going to try. I say I saw it. A friend of mine actually emailed it to me.
Oh, that is very cool.
Yes.
So Heather, Rosalind, Xenia, brilliant. I was just about to ask how you got on, but Rosalind's just updated. I procrastinated after falling down a rabbit hole of stuff on AliExpress, but I did manage to read a few pages. Awesome work.
It happened to anyone.
Yep. Very cool. Okay.
Awesome. Let's jump into our second sprint then.
Sounds fantastic.
20 pages. I was going to say 20 pages because I read Heather saying I'm already on page 9. Let's do 20 minutes, and if we get 20 pages, great, but no pressure.
Yeah, and Heather, I'm glad to see that things are getting mysterious. Oh, you're reading my book. Okay, I thought your writing was getting mysterious. That's cool. Yeah, let's quickly start.
Okay, 20 minutes starting now. Second sprint done.
Awesome. That went by so quickly.
Yeah, it did. I've come to the point where I actually need to name some nieces and nephews. So I was just about to Google if anyone has any good suggestions. Grandparents are called Bella and Don. Actually, I need to name the sister who's their mother as well, and her husband. Damn it. Side characters. American Midwest.
Yeah, I have got quite a lot of kind of pre-writing for chapter 4. So it's starting to come together, which feels pretty good. But my bladder is also doing its thing where particular thing where it's like, okay, break time. So I need a quick bio break.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's do it.
Okay. Back very soon.
Whew. I'll have a quick nap. Maybe not.
Okay, I am back. I've been to the bathroom and eaten a cracker, and I took a huge risk. I left my plate of crackers that I was going to that is my snack for the stream on my desk unattended as I left the room. And
Ooh,
amazingly, I've returned and they are still here. So
that is amazing.
yeah, would not have happened in my house.
So
I
there's
am still no puppy
no
play date.
George around.
Yeah, I am still bitter about the ham and cheese croissant that he stole from me.
I remember it myself, and I wasn't even involved except remotely.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
So maybe in the first or second month of his time at Sumner, so when we were still very much in the honeymoon phase, my niece had made herself a fish finger sandwich, and she was sitting on a high, like a bar top stool at the bench. So it's really high up, right? And she's waving her fish finger sandwich around as she talks. And George, out of nowhere, just whoop right like a dolphin.
Alligator.
It was
I mean,
so funny, and my niece was so outraged. That was when the first moment where she realized that having a puppy was not like
all
all
perfect all the
sunshine and
time.
roses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's a good lesson to learn, though.
yeah, yes, Rosalind. That is very much the case with George and Heather. I am so pleased you're enjoying my book.
2 bowls of
Yay.
ramen. Oh, man.
Yeah.
our our stray cat Pocky, who we're trying to win the approval of, did sneak in while I was having a nap and knocked a box which had deep fried sushi off the couch, tore it open, and got the chicken out of the middle of the pieces of deep fried sushi, which is pretty impressive, honestly.
Yeah. And you can't, well, you can be mad at her, but you also have to admire her because that's very
Yeah,
brave.
it was. It was very brave. Just me. And she's better now because she's got regular food. She's not as desperate, so less likely to steal deep fried sushi now.
We hope.
All right. Shall we go into our third sprint?
Yes, yes, we shall.
All right. 20 minutes starting now. right. Third sprint done.
Okay.
I've named all the side characters that need naming.
Brilliant. I have 120 words, so that's good.
Oh my gosh. Where am I? There. 209.
Awesome.
Oh, and my legs going to sleep. Oh. I might have to switch to standing desk.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
So before we start our next sprint, Rosalind mentioned that her mum used to put pieces of chicken in the dog's food bowl to get him to eat it, and he learned how to eat the chicken and spit out the kibble, which is hilarious. JET gets his food. I kind of mash his biscuits and frozen veggies together with some dog roll. But what he does is he licks the dog roll off the biscuits and frozen veggies and then eats them. So it's very funny. Okay.
Animals are smart, man. Which reminds me, we had an amazing moment this week with Pocky. She came in here. She's been spending a bit of time in here in this room. And there was a mouse left out from when the kittens were staying in here overnight. And she started playing with it. We're like, this is the cutest thing we've ever seen. And then she picked it up and ran out the house and took it over the fence and gone. So our stray cat stole a felt mouse from us this week. We don't know why. We don't know where she took it or to what purpose, but it is gone.
Yeah. That is fantastic. Jet really likes playing tug of war. He got his family left me some toys to give him. One of which is a big piece of like Velcro fabric, not Velcro, but like tough plasticky fabric with two plastic handles on either ends. Perfect for playing tug of war. The first day he got it, he chewed it into pieces. So it's impossible to use it for tug of war. All that is now left are the plastic handles, and he'll bring you a plastic handle and be like, take this off me. And you're like, no. There's nowhere to put my hand.
Excellent.
Okay, our last...
Right, we better jump into our last one, yep. Okay, yes, 20 minutes, starting now. All right, last sprint done. I gave up on writing to write a to-do list because things were niggling at me. How did you go? You are muted. I got another 200 words.
I ate 2 crackers and wrote 357 words for a total of 477.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's pretty good.
Pretty good. I am beginning to swelter in this room. Should have opened some windows, but didn't.
Will you be able to keep using your office if Pocky has claimed it as a playroom?
She only comes in to play in here in the evenings. So, like late afternoon.
The room.
So it's okay. We can timeshare
Brilliant.
it. She has seen me in here a number of times and she kind of goes, but doesn't, get too upset about it. So we should be all right. We should be okay.
Fantastic. Okay, well, this was a very successful stream for me. I got back into the making of words, which is exciting.
Always a good thing.
Yep.
Yep, I got some done and some plans made, I suppose, which is also a very good thing.
Excellent. And so Jamie will be back same time tomorrow, and it will make sense to have the chat on Jamie's stream. I'm going to turn the ticker off. So yeah, and then we will both be back the weekend after that. So yeah,
yes,
I'm excited to be back back to doing these regularly. Coming back for one and then disappearing again was, I don't know, it just doesn't feel...
Just disruptive.
Yeah.
And not in a good way.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
When Jamie
hang around after the stream is finished.
Yeah.
But everyone else, bye too.
Yeah. See you soon.
See you soon. I'll see you tomorrow.